Hi guys, it's Rhea and welcome to our channel. You might have seen videos of my friends in this channel. Well, if you haven't, make sure you check our channel out. We have so many interesting information that we'd like to share with you about physics. So let's just get down to it. In this chance, I would like to tell you about something that is very enchanting. Before going into that, I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Well, if you haven't seen it, you must know it, right? But what is a shooting star? Is it a star that fell from the horizon, or is it just a star that passed by our planet? Let me break this to you. A shooting star is not a star at all. It's actually a comet. But what is a comet? Now, that's what I'm going to tell you today. Comets are basically floating chunks of ice, dust, and frozen gases. Astronomers think that comets are the leftovers of planet formation. They believe that the dust and gases that didn't become planet became comets. They've also nicknamed comets dirty snowballs, but that doesn't mean that comets are only fist-sized. Some comets are easily larger than planets. Sometimes comets pass through the Earth that we can see it in a certain period of time. Comets are composed by dust particles and ice particles that are frozen. Like the Earth, a comet is also orbiting the Sun. Their highly elliptical orbit carried them close to the Sun all the way to the outer edges of the solar system. When a comet gets close to the Sun, its outer layer of ice melts and evaporates, creating an atmosphere of gas and dust around the comet. This atmosphere is called coma. Radiation from the Sun pushes some of this atmosphere into a long tail. A comet's tail always points away from the Sun, no matter which way the comet is moving. Gases in the coma and tail of the comet reflect light from the Sun, giving comet their familiar appearance. The comets are very dark and hard to see when they are not near the Sun. The time between one visit near the Sun and the next is called the comet's period. Comets with period of 200 years or less are called short-period comets. Short-period comets are from the region around the Neptune called the Kuiper Belt. The Kuiper Belt is home to asteroids, comets, and dwarf planets. Long-period comets have periods of thousands or even million years. Most of the long-period comets come from a very distant place from the solar system called the Oort cloud. The Oort cloud is about 50,000 or 100,000 times distant from the Sun to Earth. Comets can take anywhere from several decades to a few hundred years to complete one orbit around the Sun. When it is closest to the Sun, it is known as a perihelion, and the opposite is called an aphelion. Since the Earth is relatively close to the Sun, we see it during its perihelion. Now we know what is a comet. The next thing I'm going to tell you is parts of the comet. The first one is nucleus. The solid ball of the comet is known as the nucleus or core. It mostly consists of ice, dust, and dark organic matter. The ice is mostly frozen water, but can also be methane, ammonia, or carbon dioxide. The second one is coma. When a comet comes near the Sun, the frozen parts of comet begin to turn to gas. The gas forms a cloud around the nucleus that is known as a coma. Often this cloud is filled with hydrogen and is then referred to as the hydrogen cloud. The next one is dust tail. Radiation from the Sun also charges the dust particles of comet, causing it to scatter over 10 million kilometers. This dust tail is the most prominent part of the comet seen to the naked eye. Now let's get down to types of comet. Types of comet consist of two. The first one is a long-tailed comet. Long-tailed comet is a comet that has orbit through the areas that are very cold in the outer space. That the comet has lots of chance to absorb the gases around it, so when it nears the Sun, this comet releases its gases and forms a long tail. The next one is short-tailed comet. Short-tailed comet has a very short orbit, so it has less chance to absorb the gas around it. So when it nears the sun, it only forms a short tail. Now let's talk about the comets that have been seen by humans. The first one is Comet Halley. This comet is really famous. Comet Halley crosses the Earth periodically once every 75 to 76 years and ever been seen in 1986. The second one is Comet the Cock. This comet was seen in 1941. And then we have Comet Hale-Bopp, which was seen in 1997. Next we have Comet Ikea-Seki, which was seen in 1965. And Comet West was seen in 1976. And last but not least is Comet Magnot, was seen in 2007. By the talk we had, we can tell that comet is an icy, small solar system body that, when passing close to the sun, warms and begins to release gases, a process called outgassing. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching. Bye.